if Reggie mentioned them, then I mean, hey, that means I surely gotta have to take a look at them.
Taxes.
Oh god, we're off to a great start. This is gonna be my first impression of you.
Taxes. Ethics. And exercising restraint when wielding nuclear weapons. Welcome to
Oh
New Vegas,
god, that
the
sounds
story
familiar.
of one mailman too angry to die,
Ugh.
where you navigate a nuclear wasteland full of helpful people, lovable critters, plus of course, absolute Armageddon. And today we'll be completing New Vegas's most secret achievement, Meat of Champions, a special
Meat of
perk for those with
Champions.
exquisite taste. And who better to sample the finer things in Vegas
Cannibalism.
than its most famous chef, Hannibal Ramsey.
Oh, I
Now,
see.
Fallout New Vegas is a game with dozens of hidden quests, locked interactions, and secret perks. The most special of which is Meat of Champions, a perk that massively boosts your stats every time you consume. Because to get it, you have to eat the leader of every major faction, Mr. House.
Huh?
Visionary over
Wait, are we being for real? Is that actually how you do it? Okay. I mean, I knew that Fallout games in general just kind of had their secrets like kept in, but like I didn't know that even to this day I'd still be learning some new shit.
Seer of New Vegas, President Kimball, leader of the new California Republic, Caesar,
nice.
autocratic ruler of the Legion, and lastly, notable Elvis impersonator, the King.
No.
But getting the achievement for it is easier said than done, requiring specific questline paths, copious drug addictions, and of course, actually getting to each leader without dying. Because the truth is,
The game was rigged from the start.
They said the
but
thing.
before we get into devouring half the nuclear wasteland in a human meat-induced fury, try Factor, the meal prep and
Factor.
delivery service, and the sponsor of today's video, where the motto is
Willing
"We
res-
don't use human
willing
meat,"
sponsor,
and
nice.
we're probably FDA certified. Factor
Probably.
doesn't freeze your meals, and their registered dietitians work hand in hand with chefs to ensure every meal is made from scratch. And as someone
I mean, I hope the food that I get are not made from human scratches.
And as someone diagnosed with the illness known as sleepy and ulcerative colitis, their weekly menus of 27 plus meals and 33 plus add-ons are great for tailoring your diet. So when I'm busy running my autocratic, authoritarian, oppressive, divine right regime, I know Factor has my back. You can customize exactly what meals you
Keto.
send, skip deliveries on weeks you don't want anything.
Just random fact about myself. I used to be on keto back when COVID hit. I just kind of went on it for like a year or two. It was mostly just because I kind of felt like my diet back then was like really bad. So I kind of felt like I needed to get into a diet that I could kind of work with. And keto was like the one that I felt was like the most easy to transition to given my diet. And I mean, it did me wonders. I mean, unfortunately, I wasn't able to fully commit. Life kind of be hidden, you know? And my discipline was not exactly that great. Now I kind of fell into just not a particular diet, just kind of cutting back on bad stuff, or at least the remaining bad stuff that I still had.
And get 50% off with my code, Kleaper50. All a meal needs is a few minutes in the microwave or oven, then you're ready to absorb. Factor also offers gourmet
the
plus
fucking
meals,
puffer.
letting you add on to your plan whenever you're craving something special. So head
yeah.
to factor75.com.
Just don't give me human meat,
use
please.
code Kleaper50 to get 50% off your first Factor bowl. And who knows what you might find. Excellent.
Oh god.
Now,
Okay.
back to eating people. Now, Fallout New
Yay.
Vegas begins like any normal Tuesday, with us waking up in a strange man's home. It's also where we create our
course.
character and meticulously craft our stats. Intelligence 1, Charisma 1, Strength 10, Luck 10. With the tutorial out of the way,
I'm gonna be so real. I wish I could commit to a build like that, but I always be trying to have like the high intelligence, high agility. Actually, no, it's high intelligence and high charisma, and then the rest of it I kind of just.
we perform the New Vegas ritual, stealing every single item from Doc Mitchell's house.
Yes! Oh my god, that is me. It is a requirement for me to leave his house. I have to steal everything. If it's not bolted to the ground, I'm taking it.
It's free real estate.
House, pickpocketing his money, and satiating my unquenchable thirst. Heading outside, we're greeted
That's
with
a
the
bit extra,
grandness
though.
of the Arizona Mojave. Our main goal
Yay.
is to devour all 4 faction leaders, and our first target is Mr. House, who resides in the central
course.
city of New Vegas, whereas we start in Good Springs, meaning our first task is to actually travel to New Vegas.
Instead of following the road laid out before us, we're gonna take the shortcut and take the most dangerous route. That's what I would do, at least.
As we start in Good Springs, meaning our first task is to actually travel to New Vegas. Naturally, to progress towards this, I spent 2 hours systematically stealing 248 pounds of tin cans, forks, and plates from
Oh my god. This is so mood. What?
every home in Good Springs.
This is so me. What? This is literally a normal run for me.
Selling it at the general store, stealing everything else from the general
Yes! Oh my god.
store, and buying a shovel so I could dig up the entire cemetery for hard drugs.
Oh my god. Kleaper, where have you been all my life?
I also accepted the shooting tutorial for a free gun and ammo, which I completed my way. We need a bit more equipment to make it to New Vegas.
Okay, I didn't know I
because
could
we'll
do
be
that,
taking
though.
A detour to get a specific companion, and the best way to get more stuff is to ask nicely. Why, hello, Ringo. That's a nice 100 bottle caps you have. It's a good thing the trader is open at 2 in the morning.
Well,
You looking to buy some supplies?
After visiting the bar and
I respect it. He is ready for the business. He sees a business opportunity. I'm taking it. Fuck sleep.
lifting everything that wasn't nailed down, it was time to leave for New
Yes.
Vegas. I sold some final loot, trained myself in the ways of the Chinese military, and
Yeah.
said goodbye to Easy Pete. Thus begins our
Ouch.
adventure into the Wasteland and to the city of New Vegas. It's also where we make an important choice, coming to the first crossroads of the game. To the right is the city of Prem, and the longer but safer route to New Vegas. But to the left is the shorter path, blockaded by powder gangers, landmines, and a few other things. Naturally,
things.
we went left. Powder
Yes!
gangers are wasteland bandits, but
Oh my god. What? This speaks to me on such a spiritual level. I have not resonated with a video like this in so long.
they start neutral to our character. A neutrality which did not last long, giving us our
Yes.
first level up so we could increase lockpicking and
Listen, I normally play as like a good guy. I usually do the positives, the good karma and whatnot. But for some reason, New Vegas, I'm just an absolute menace to society.
melee weapons, then get a new perk. We get perks every even level, so level 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Because our goal is cannibalism, we need the actual cannibalism perk, which is at level 4. So to get more XP, the powder ganger
them
camp
all.
is located quite literally next to us in an
Yes.
abandoned NCR prison, now full of hardened, explosive-toting criminals. I persuaded the guards to let me in, then had a nice chat
Nice.
with the people inside. Sure, they had guns, but I
Ooh.
had my own weapon. 36 bottles of alcohol. I spent about an
Yeah! It doesn't stop. The resonance just continues.
hour looting the entire complex, then headed back to the road.
Yes,
Over
loot
the
it all.
horizon, the city was now visible, but still a great distance away. We stopped at a mining camp so we could pet Snuffles the mole rat, but while trying to help his injured leg, I slipped and fell into the workshop, obliterated someone from behind, and accidentally stole every single item in the building.
It's like one of those fucking like shorts or TikToks that I see where like you drop something and it like bounces all over the room.
Ah! Oh!
Snuffles the mole rat, but while trying to help his injured leg, I slipped and fell into the workshop, obliterated someone from behind, and accidentally stole every single item in the building. But
Accidentally.
hey, level 4, along with
Lit.
the cannibal perk. Robbing the bunkhouse, then the workshop, then the safe, then the donation boxes.
All by accident, by the way. Just letting you know.
Along with the cannibal perk. Robbing the bunkhouse, then the workshop, then the safe, then the donation boxes. I visited the canteen to sell to their chef.
Let me ask you a question. What's the tastiest thing you've ever eaten?
Okay, now hear me out. Having now single-handedly driven a company...
What did that say? People have a rather unique taste, I've discovered.
Having now single-handedly driven a company
Strange
to the
meat
ground,
pie.
We still had one major
Wait, hold on a second. This person might actually be a cannibal.
driven a company into the ground. We still had one major problem directly ahead of us. And for those of you familiar with New Vegas,
Hold up. There are death claws all over
Yep.
the damn place north of here.
death claws are somewhat problematic, being
Somewhat.
the scariest things in the entire game. But New Vegas
Yes, the scariest things in the entire game, and they're only somewhat problematic.
gives the player character a special bonus to deal with them. It's called a brain. Well, seems we've reached an
You
agreement.
know what?
Yeah,
Fair.
we could just stroll through and...
Oh. During the narration is crazy.
Okay, new plan. I mean, if I go to the right side, I should be Fine. What if I just...
Nope.
How about
Nope.
maybe-
Nope. Listen, your first mistake was trying to cut through the quarry.
You know what? I'm just gonna run for it and hope for the best. Which actually worked.
Yes, actually. Sometimes you just gotta book it and just pray to God that you either slip through without attracting any attention, or if you do attract attention, that they just end up giving up on you just because you kept on running.
5 quick saves later, meaning we had successfully navigated only one of the...
It does take quite a few. It takes quite a few attempts and quite a few quick saves, but don't worry, it'll get done.
Just kidding.
We had successfully navigated only one of the death claws.
Oh.
Because we made it to-
Only one. You know what? That's actually fair. The route that I take, you only have to deal with like maybe 1 or 2 death claws, and the rest of it are kind of just like dangerous creatures. Oh, and a Cazador. They're the reason why I absolutely hate the Cazadors. That one route that I usually take always has at least a few Cazadors, and I have to ride the mountains that you're normally not supposed to be able to climb upon. And if you make a wrong step, then you'll slide down the hill, and then you'll be met with a terrible fate.
Neil's shack. Neil is
Oh,
a friendly
Neil.
super mutant who gives us a side quest to scale up the mountain to the right. It's a bit of a detour, but it actually gets us both one of the strongest melee weapons plus
Oh,
the companion we
true.
want for the rest of the game. Essentially,
Oh,
a super
true.
mutant named Tabitha has gone completely insane and has an army of invisible nightkin under her command. Despite my best attempts to communicate, we'd have to climb up the mountain to confront her. Sneaking around the super mutant patrols was easy. Escaping the invisible nightkin building electric sledgehammers was
Oh god, the Nightkin are the worst, man. They usually scare the shit out of me whenever I be playing.
If I wasn't strength 10 and possessed every drug known to man.
Ah,
then
yes.
reputation is no match for a baseball bat. High strength
Nice.
even lets us equip their weapons, allowing
Yeah!
us to
Nothing better than just stealing their weapons off their bodies and just using it against their brethren. Okay, I forgot about that.
not very well. Can't we just talk about this instead?
Oh.
Running headfirst
The bloodstain on the invisible, like, Nightkin, I thought for a second that he shot him, and then he just got launched into the fucking sky.
into a rocket launcher was probably not a good plan. So instead, I sniped the wielder from a distance and
Yeah.
looted Annabelle, their legendary rocket launcher. Here at the top of the mountain are a few compounds, the first of which is password protected. I'd have to hack the mainframe, disable the security, remotely wire the doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Inside the lock.
Wait, what? Are we serious?
Disable the security, remotely wire the doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Inside the locked room is the
Wow.
one and only Raul.
Raul!
So can I go now? Name's Raul. Raul Alfonso.
What's going on, man?
Ghoul mechanic from before the Fallout War, and now our companion. Although as soon as we step outside,
Oh, right. I forgot. You run into Tabitha when you get Raul out.
the Tabitha boss fight was mostly me climbing onto a tower, while Raul tanked multiple sledgehammers to the face. At low health,
True.
Tabitha ran straight to the camp in an attempt to escape. Unfortunately for her, clearing out the rest of Tabitha's mutants along with this creature and completing
Centaur
the quest
creature.
level us to 5, then 6, so we could put more points into lockpicking, explosives, and melee weapons, plus get a perk for more damage. Getting Raul was also immensely helpful, so we
Yeah.
could utilize his skill, carrying 250 pounds of silverware, and of course, so we could give him the drip. The other reason I
Yeah.
wanted to complete this quest before going to New Vegas is Tabitha's weapon, the Super Sledge. For someone
Yeah,
with
the
strength
Super
10 and a
Sledge.
melee build, a rocket-powered sledgehammer is pretty good. Plus, we get to loot Tabitha's entire supply warehouse, full of extremely valuable goods.
Yeah, very valuable, but that doesn't stop me from taking the shit anyway. Listen, it's valuable somewhere.
Several hundred pounds of useless garbage.
What can I do for you, boss? You sure
Hold on
you
to
didn't
it.
take a blow to the head or something?
Either way, with
Yeah.
Tabitha gone, the next step in getting to New Vegas is getting past those death claws. Fortunately, on the side of their nest is a barely glitchable ledge you could wiggle your way onto, allowing
Yep.
us to slowly shimmy past all of them. Although we're
God, it's such a Bethesda thing, just shimmying through like a barely accessible like cliffside or mountain where like you're clearly not really supposed to be there, but like with the right parkour skills, you'll be able to navigate it and bypass quite a bit.
had to take the long way. But besides that minor hiccup, the
Oh,
remaining
yeah.
path to New Vegas is generally safe. Well, for me. By waiting an hour,
Yeah.
Raoul just magically reappeared. Assumedly,
Yep.
the Deathclaws got bored, beating his ass into sandpaper. On the way to New
got
Vegas, we did
ganked.
take a brief pit stop at the Repcon HQ, an abandoned science
Oh,
facility managed by its
yeah.
remaining robotic janitors. Robots who had no problem watching me pick the lock through their security system. On each floor, we need to pass a security clearance check, or else. For the first and second floors, we just needed to torch.
I always forgot how to get around that part. I think I usually just tried to avoid the robot, and I end up getting like attacked because I kept failing.
for the museum and grab a security badge so we could pretend to be an employee.
Oh. Okay, I get it.
Strangely,
Ooh.
none of the robots actually
That is the only correct response. Listen, XP is valuable.
aggro no matter what you do, so
Yes. So true. So real.
although for the third and final floor we need a passcode, and our low intelligence gives us a special option.
Third floor access is for executives only. Please identify.
Ice cream!
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Here we can find two Brotherhood of Steel
That works.
paladins who are surprisingly light, and
Oh yeah, that was the reason why you even go over here, because of those paladins. If you ever wanted to do this Brotherhood of Steel little bit. I know that this is something that you do, but I can't remember if this is the thing that you do to get rid of the thing around your neck if you get caught by them. Like, because you end up being forced to do some kind of task for them. Or if this is what you do to progress the Brotherhood of Steel, like when you start helping them.
equipped with full power armor that we can't use. In New Vegas, you need the power armor training perk for equipping power armor, and
From the Brotherhood
companions
of
can't wear
Steel.
faction apparel they don't affiliate with. So in this case, Raoul can't wear Brotherhood of Steel armor. We can and will get power armor at some point, but not right now. After jumping through a hole in the ground,
Wait, aren't there other ways to get power armor training aside from the Brotherhood of Steel? I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's like a little, well, quote-unquote secret quest. I always considered it secret because the way to get it is through a companion. But like, you get power armor during a quest, and I think you get training there if you haven't already.
we get to bypass several locked doors and terminals to access the armory, housing the unique Q35 matter modulator.
yes!
Weapon that is mildly effective. But finally, no more distractions,
I like
no
using
more
it.
side quests, straight to the city we go.
I don't know, there's just something about using plasma rifles in Fallout games that really felt nice. At least until Fallout 4. And that's when the combat rifle was my baby.
Traveling along the
Oh.
outskirts, we finally reach the gate to Freeside, the essential slums surrounding
Yay,
the main
my
city.
favorite
And
area.
of course, the first person who talked to me.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
Hell yeah, man.
Freeside is a lot like San Francisco.
Give me your meat.
What do you mean by that?
Since, I mean, if I'm gonna kill you, I might as well take your meat.
If you murder and loot someone in broad daylight, literally nobody cares.
Yeah?
Yep.
Getting mugged might be common, but not for me. Freeside is also home to one of our 4 targets, the Kings, or more specifically, the King. But we'll be
The
dealing with
King.
him on our way out of New Vegas, because Mr. House is our first target. And all we need to do is walk right through this gate.
You know what I love to... Oh. Yeah. You know what I love to do? I just like to rush it. Because I could easily just walk in there as long as I'm fast enough.
For very clearly security reasons, the only people not allowed in New Vegas are the silly
Because I distinctly remember every time that I would try to run through there, I would like run through. I think I pissed them off, and that's why they do it. So like whenever I walk past the like Securitron, I always hear exterminate, and then I end up having to get through the door before they end up trying to kill me.
goofy poor. We need 2,000 caps, and I have just the plan to get them. And while I do that, I'd like to read to you how some other people solve problems in Fallout New Vegas, like a reviewer from PC Gamer. My advice: New Vegas is so skewed towards dialogue that you should put as much as you can into speechcraft and barter skills. The Wired says it's really about savoring every little detail and side quest until you've seen everything.
What are you doing in the
there is to
background?
see. Anonymous
Eating the
adds,
robots?
I love that Obsidian really prioritized conflict avoidance in New Vegas. A story that's worth checking out, and New Vegas tries to vary things up for those who prefer a holstered weapon.
I love the fact that you are going through all these like quotes and whatnot from like all these like gaming journos and whatnot, talking about the options you can use outside of violence is wonderful, while you're in the background beating the fuck out of the Securitrons.
Thanks, various games journalists. You always know what to do. After finding a lucky key on the ground, we can enter
Yay.
New Vegas, greeting us with,
Hey there, friend. A bit of advice. You look like you could use some protection.
greeting us with a dizzying array of greasy casinos, greeting us with...
I love it.
Hello there.
Oh my god.
Greeting us with a dizzying array of greasy casinos,
Blinking, you'll miss it.
inducing lights, and all walks of life indulging in debauchery to the extreme. Sprawled about are multitudes of quests, characters, and shops, but we're really here for two things.
If I recall correctly, Gamora's the one that has these, like, brothel built in. If I recall correctly, weren't they doing some fucked up shit in there?
The Omertas that run a giant whorehouse called Gomorrah deserve to be wiped off the face of the earth. Not just because they kill hookers, not because they're stockpiling arms, but because they're complete pieces of shit, and it takes like 3
Dream. Sprawled about are multitudes of quests, characters, and shops, but we're really here for two things. First, to get an item called the Platinum Chip, which we need to continue the main quest line to access our other targets. Second, we need to visit Mr. House, who lives atop the heavily fortified Lucky 38 casino with a small army of Securitron bodyguards. So for that reason, the Platinum Chip comes first. The chip is located at the top, a different casino run by Benny. And if you look,
because you pretty much bypass the whole journey and you're pretty much there if you end up taking the shortcut. It's just straight to Benny.
Familiar, he should. As soon as we enter the tops, we're forced to hand over all our weapons that they can find. So how's it going, Benny?
What in the goddamn?
Yeah, what in the goddamn indeed.
Very different
What's up, bitch?
And it's one of the major benefits of having Luck 10 gambling.
Can I be so real with you for a second? I didn't know that you could actually gamble in this game.
I don't even know how to play blackjack, and I'm just bubbling down every hand and winning.
Looks like you've hit a lucky streak there. Here, have a drink on the house and keep on playing.
Now don't get too lucky now.
Dude, I could just keep doing this forever. Banned from the casino.
You've taken us for a ride, and we want you out.
This isn't a country. You can't ban me from this. Okay, maybe you're willing to listen to reason. We don't want to do something that we'll regret. Okay? Okay? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome
Take
to
it
the
all.
House. How can I help you? Thank you.
Well, we did get the Platinum Chip from Benny and his room key, because the other thing we need for the main quest line is on the 13th floor. We convinced Benny's goons to let us by so we can get into his private room, and in the very back, voila,
Yes, man.
Yes Man.
Hey!
What's up, man?
Hi there. Good to meet you. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man. I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
Yeah.
A reprogrammed Securitron designed to overthrow Mr. House. The reason Yes Man is important is because of President Kimball. This is because Kimball doesn't actually show up in New Vegas until Yes Man gives us a quest to meet him. Plus, the first quest for Yes Man is to kill Mr. House. And as soon as we exit the casino,
the eyes of the mighty Kaiser are upon you.
We meet Volpez, resident fanboy of the Legion and
right.
Caesar's personal Reddit admin. Now, while we are
Forgot about
allying
that.
with the Legion, Volpez helps us in a different way by straight up doxing Caesar and giving us a free pass to his fort. But first, we do need to pay Mr. House a visit. So welcome to the Lucky 38.
You know, when I was younger, when I first played through New Vegas, I ended up siding with the Caesar's Legion. Mostly because, you know, as a kid, I was just kind of amused by the color red. I mean, I always thought that the Rangers were cool, but I think I had already gotten into some trouble because I tried killing the Rangers to steal their armor. That just kind of left the Caesar's Legion for me. And then I pissed them off because I killed Caesar. So that only left me with Yes Man, because I had also killed Mr. House at the same time. So, yeah.
Weekend of New Vegas and stronghold of Mr. House. While it is surrounded by Securitrons, because we hold the Platinum Chip, we have an invitation straight to the top, no questions asked. Unfortunately, Raul can't come with us, but Mr. House doesn't seem to realize just how many drugs I am on.
Do you really think I'm going to let an upstart come into my home and ransom my property to me? You needn't be afraid of me. It's my Securitrons that are going to kill you.
About 20 bottles of hard liquor later, and we're greeted by a series of password-protected terminals, which lead us into an underground bunker. As you might have realized, Mr. House is not a robot, but instead a cryogenically frozen human. Or
he's basically Walt Disney.
as we say in the cooking world, aged meat. by consuming some nice elderly wrinkles that fulfills target number 1 of 4, leaving Caesar, President Kimball, and the next member of our menu, the King, located directly outside the city a short walk away. But first we need to get Yes Man set up to replace Mr. House by returning to Benny's, which means we can't afford any more distractions whatsoever.
Sure about that.
Is that another casino? All right, just one spin and then we're
Hit him
done.
with it.
I promise. See, I don't have a problem. I'm fine. Anyways, returning to Yes.
True to gambling, huh? You never stopped because you are a firm believer that every gambler stops before their next big win.
Man, we can inform him we've successfully cannibalized Mr. House's body.
Yay! That's great news.
Then head back to the Lucky 38, where Yes Man has an intimate moment with the computer mainframe. With this, we can upload the platinum chip to see its actual purpose, and through a demonstration in the basement, we find out that it allows Securitrons to use their upgraded weapons, or rocket launchers.
Angry soldier robots with bazookas. I'm sure they'll be a good police force.
Now that our
Oh,
Securitrons
totally.
could protect
Police.
and serve, we can move on with Act 2 of the main quest line, which is important because if we do everything right, we'll meet President Kimball. Act 2 is also the longest part of the game, requiring us to make contact with the 5 side factions of the Wasteland. First, the Brotherhood of Steel, who are basically furries, but for power armor. Second, the Boomers, a reclusive tribe.
I hate that's actually kind of accurate. The way furries make fan art is what the Brotherhood does with, like, technology.
Located in the nearby airbase and known for their friendly greetings. Then third, the Great Khans. Fourth, the White Glove Society. And fifth, the Omertas. We've already met the Omertas, so that leaves 4, all of whom we need to meet to get to President Kimball. Although we do still need to collect the King, who lives within Freeside in a luxurious clubhouse for his gang.
I'm coming after you.
Now, getting into the club is easy. We just bribe someone 50 caps. No, the hard part is getting out. There are King's members all over the place, inside his private showroom, alongside his personal robot guard dog Rex. Then right out that door is another squad of King's members, and even if you make it past all them, immediately stepping foot outside aggro's over a dozen gang members from all sides. So preferably, we use stealth. Adjacent to the showroom is a long hallway with multiple rooms branching off. But
why do I remember doing this? Why do I feel like I remember trying to kill the King?
the angle is such that no matter what, we're still detected. Unless we solve that with some creativity. And despite the fact that a body had just vaporized on the stage, so I tried the same thing on the King, shooting him in the leg, then hiding. But every time he'd aggro, then somehow find me no matter where I was. Then I tried throwing grenades, didn't work. Getting a better angle, didn't work. Moving Raoul outside because he was accidentally gunning down everyone in the front office.
Yeah, that's very true. You do have to leave your companions because sometimes they'll be getting in the way, especially when you're trying to be stealthy.
Oops for that one. What I did learn is that as soon as the King takes damage, he will never stop looking for the player. And because Rex follows him the whole time, we can't just walk out and confront him without aggroing the entire building and everyone outside. But what if I was doing this entirely wrong? I'd been trying to hide from the King so he wouldn't find me. So instead, I banked that he would do exactly that, no matter the obstacle, even if that obstacle is 27 landmines.
Just a riot.
I carefully moved the body one room over, then discreetly ate it in the middle of the hallway. So now, no more house and no more King, leaving just President Kimball and Caesar. Of the two, Kimball is our next target, because we don't want the Legion hostile to us yet. Meeting President Kimball comes from a quest offered by Yes Man to protect the President from a Legion assassination attempt. But the quest comes after we meet all 4 minor factions, assuming the NCR still likes us. So first up on the list is the White Glove Society. Their building also just happens to be a casino. They don't have slots, but what they do have is excellent taste. Walking into the front line.
Oh yeah, they're cannibals. We're still gonna fuck them up, aren't we? We're gonna fuck them up because the meat is ours and we're not here to share.
But what they do have is excellent taste. Walking into the front lobby, we meet our new best friend, Mortimer. Now normally to find out what's going on in the White Glove Society, we need
Why did I think Moriarty?
best friend, Mortimer. Now normally to find out what's going on in the White Glove Society, we need careful investigation, talking to different characters, and really using our brain. But Mr. Ramsey is in fact so evil and so blatantly a cannibal that the literal second we meet this stranger, he tells us,
I'm in a bind. I've been planning an exquisite society dinner, but there's a bit of a problem with the main course. He's got a powerful and temperamental father.
As it turns out, Mortimer has accidentally kidnapped the wrong person for dinner. The goal is to convince the son that this was all just a silly misunderstanding, so we can free him and help.
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me. What the hell took you so long? It's just one damn hotel. What kind of sick bastards would eat a person?
As for the powerful Brahmin Lord Father, I did what any self-respecting person would do. Framed him for the murder of his own son and reported him to the new military police.
It is my duty to inform you that murder is a serious crime.
Oh my god.
Stand back. Stand back. Stand back, citizens.
With the streets of New Vegas a little safer.
That's, I believe the people call that police brutality.
You call this resisting arrest? We call this a difficulty tweak.
That completed the White Glove Society questline for Yes Man, leaving us with the Great Khans, the Brotherhood of Steel, and the Boomers. Fast traveling.
I've personally yet to see anyone actually side with the White Glove Society, so this is a first for me.
Into Good Springs. Okay.
About that.
We need to cross through a valley of definitely.
Oh god, this area!
Animals also have a lesser known weakness: nuclear bombs. Ain't that right, Raoul?
Lesser
A bit
known.
further in,
Oh.
and we reach the Red Rock Canyon, home to the Great Khans. Allow me to sum up all my interactions.
Yeah! Sorry. I don't know what came over me.
With the Khans in a single word.
Well then. Unfortunate.
In my defense, their weapons do sell for a lot of money. Plus, all their
True.
leaders happen to be in one room. What a nice family dinner.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I'll join you from over
Bomb
here.
him. Lord have mercy. Did you just drop a nuke?
So with the Great Khans befriended, we moved on to the Boomers,
Befriended.
located at the New Vegas Air Base.
Oh, the
but getting
Boomers.
to them is a slightly more complicated matter, because preceding the airbase, meet George.
You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in Boomer territory. Now that I've got your attention, might you be interested in a little information? It'll cost you, but it's well worth the investment.
Now, I denied George's help because I thought, how bad could it be?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Approaching the airbase triggers an intermittent mortar bombardment, firing shells for a good 10 to 20 seconds.
I feel like I know that there's a route that you're supposed to take to be able to get through the bombardment. I think I just remember just kind of bum rushing at one point and it actually kind of working for once, even though it usually fails for me.
Stopping, then starting again. So I went back to George and enlisted his aid, coming in the form of detailed instructions. But what George didn't account for is that I'm kind of an idiot. My attempts at following his instructions were poorly executed, to say the least. I did try entering a maintenance tunnel to the side by zigzagging the mortars, fighting my way through an army of feral ghouls and landmines, getting to the end, then realizing I entered through the exit. That left only one feasible option: my way. Phase 1, we exit to—
I definitely did not go through a tunnel, so I think I just bum rushed it.
Left only one feasible option: my way. Phase 1, we exit to the train tunnel, hugging the rock formation along the way. Phase 2, we keep running as the mortars begin. Phase 3, both my legs are crippled by the mortars. But now, Phase 4 of my master plan. I eat all the food in my inventory. If there's one thing I know about Bethesda games, it's that if you eat enough food, you become God. Mortar fire—
It's literally just the Caleb skit when you're fighting someone and they have food.
Strange. Having a final meal? Why are you not bleeding? Scrap.
and broken legs mean nothing to a man regenerating 2 times his max health every second. The boomers were quite surprised Mr. Ramsey made it to the gate. I wasn't. Letting us into the compound, we met their leader and learned some valuable lore. They view everyone else as savages. I approve. Have a museum dedicated to all the stuff they've blown up. I approve. And get this, the boomers have bombs. I tried my best to ally them, but it's kind of hard when most of their quests require specific skills. The only good deed I was qualified for was teaching a kid how to defend himself by offering him Psycho. Then I left and never returned. That just leaves the Brotherhood of Steel, power armor fetish.
You did not just give a kid drugs.
Psycho. Then I left and never returned. That just leaves the Brotherhood of Steel, power armor fetishists who dwell deep underground in a top secret hidden—
Listen, I also happen to be one such power armor fetishist. You got a problem with that?
bunker that I located by looking on the map. And just in case I wasn't completely sure already, 4 Brotherhood of Steel Paladins.
Well, for one, I didn't know that you could actually get attacked by the Brotherhood. I've always hung around the Brotherhood so much. Whenever I come into like the Hidden Valley, I can easily navigate there, even through like the artificial storm that they make, because I've been there so much. Like, I just know it by heart.
Appeared and opened fire, but Wizard of Oz cosplayers are the least of my concerns, because breaking into one of the bunkers, we get ambushed by Paladin Ramos, stripping us of our weapons and armor, installing an explosive collar around my neck, and telling us to go handle an NCR Ranger investigating outside. So of course, I just straight up didn't do that, having the Ranger remove our bomb collar and eliciting a hostile response from the Brotherhood, that is, stepping on the 5 landmines that I put in front of the door. So if I were to rate my experience with the Brotherhood of Steel, assault, kidnapping, coercion, and just general douchebaggery. Of all the people they could mess with.
I mean, as much as I fuck with the Brotherhood of Steel, yeah, that is pretty much what they are.
The decision to choose Hannibal Ramsey was not a good one. Secret bunker, my ass. Because the Brotherhood is very technologically savvy, they installed a self-destruct button in their bunker. It's genius, really. All I needed was the access codes from 2 specific elders, but because I didn't know who, I decided to exercise caution and just kill everyone with the bunker.
That sounds about right. I mean, you're gonna blow it up anyway. Might as well get all that XP for yourself.
Counting down to fiery immolation, I sprinted as fast as I could to loot their medicine cabinets, then hurried down the hallway to check every single locker in their bedroom, until I finally stripped a paladin of their power armor, then strolled out practically over encumbered Brotherhood of Steel, more like dust. After selling 5 sets of power armor to Chet in Goodsprings, I returned to Yes Man to tell
the lone man in the town, because, hey man, business is business.
him the news. His reactions are questionable, by telling him I blew up the Brotherhood bunker.
You really know how to make a robot happy. Seriously, you just made my day.
Or that I'd paid a visit to the White Glove Society.
They have a refined sense of taste.
Meeting the 5 tribes brings us to our next and most important quest, President Kimball's assassination. Over the past...
We did all of this just so that we could meet the president, so we could eat him.
few hours, I've been doing some side quests to increase our NCR reputation. If it's too low, the quest to meet President Kimball gets skipped, and there's no other way to meet him. That means showing up to Camp McCarran,
so we actually
bounties,
need...
talking with Corporal Betsy, then Cook, outing a Legion spy, defusing explosives, stealing from an orphan, dragging a dead NCR Ranger across the Wasteland, and finally interrogating a Centurion by calling him names. Through all this, we've been tasked with showing up to the NCR President's speech at Hoover Dam, the main battle site between the Legion and the NCR. Across the river is the Legion's fort, home of our next target. So for now, we can just sit back, relax, and enjoy President Kimball's speech.
Everyone. About that.
Oh no!
Oh
Someone
no!
shot Kimball. That's terrible. Mr. President, get down. That's 3 down, 1 to go. While Mr. House and the King were fairly straightforward, and President Kimball didn't require any direct involvement, Caesar is a little more difficult, residing in the most defended location of the 4, at the very top of the Legion fort.
That just makes me wonder how the fuck I managed to escape. Because I killed him inside, in the heart of Caesar's Legion, and in his fucking room, like in his tent.
Thing is, you can't just walk there. All the way south is a Legion outpost called Cottonwood Cove, which has a raft you can take to the fort. Both Cottonwood Cove and the fort itself boast masses of Legionnaires, Centurions, and Praetorian Guards, enough such that we need an upgrade. We need power armor and power armor training, which is normally obtained through the Brotherhood of Steel. Not really an option. Or the Followers of the Apocalypse, whose base is in Freeside, and... that's a casino. In Freeside, we can find the Followers, and with them a potential companion, Arcade Gannon. Initially,
so we are going to get into this.
To answer questions about his past, citing
only to obfuscate my past association with a fascist paramilitary organization. I'm joking, of course.
Spoiler, he was not joking. By taking him to a bunch of specific locations, it cheeses his trust to go higher, and gives you a quest to gather up some people, meet in a secret
I mean, this is like literally no relevance whatsoever to like anything that's happening. But I just kind of thought it was kind of neat when I first learned it. Isn't Arcade Gannon gay?
Manati bunker, and then beat this guy to death for power armor, which means
oh
we're
yeah, because he was like,
nah,
nah, we ain't doing this shit.
Fighting through the Legion, the toughest, the strongest, the most powerful, And the dumbest. By killing Legion assassins sent after us, I could just equip their armor, then stroll into Cottonwood Cove. And when confronted by a random legionary, Raoul shot and killed him. Nobody cared. Even the RAF captain knew exactly who we were and let us go anyways. But perhaps most egregiously, the gatekeeper, who takes all of our drugs and weapons. The same drugs and weapons I just dumped into the box next to him and pulled out 3 seconds later. I guess the real gatekeepers were the friends we made along the way, whose weapons he also did not take. With the grand opening of the gate, we have free range straight to Caesar, until Raoul shot and killed another legionary. Somehow, nobody noticed. Yeah, okay, you're gonna wait here. Because up on
What's
the hill,
happening?
the big man himself.
Why is it that Raoul gets the pass?
And as we approach Caesar's tent, there's a few things to do. First, drink 55 Nuka-Colas. Second, consume the entire Wasteland supply of Psycho. And last but most importantly, equip that power armor, because we will need it to survive. And I don't mean against the Legion.
Oh. So cinematic for a nuke flying at...
Today, we have turned an unlivable hellhole into a somehow even less livable hellhole. And
Sounds
I, for
about
one,
right.
am proud. With Caesar dead and consumed, we've achieved our objective, completing the Meat of Champions challenge. But there's still one thing I'm forgetting to do. That is a necessity for any New Vegas playthrough.
An envoy of Vegas.
No, not you. Hello, General Oliver. How
do
you do?
Nice. Yay! Good video. Very good video.